The new Minecraft 1.20 Trails and Tales update has finally arrived, with many new features including new mobs, structures, a new biome, the archaeology system and more. I will cover everything you need to know about this update today, so stay tuned for all the exciting details. Alright, so starting with the archaeology part of this update, in desert worlds, desert pyramids and warm ocean ruins, you can find a new block called suspicious sand, which we have right here. Using a brush we can craft with a stick, feather and copper ingot, we can brush out this suspicious sand. As we can see, there is a new item called the pottery shirt. There's also normal sand here which we can dig up, and this will lead us to a new room. And if you're lucky like me, you can find more suspicious sand. In my case I'm getting an emerald. Oh nice. So the loot is completely random. I can also get another pottery shirt, and wow, I'm getting a diamond. And now I'm getting gunpowder. This is the loot you can get from digging out suspicious sand. Now the question is, what can we do with all these shirts? The answer is we can craft a decorated pot. By placing them in a crafting table like this, we are able to get a decorated pot. Depending on which shirt we used, it will display a different icon on the side. And if you don't want any icon, you can just use normal bricks like this, and you will get a undecorated pot without any icons or symbols. I think this is a pretty cool addition to the archaeology system, because you can really storytell everything, and that's pretty cool. There are 20 pottery shirts that can be obtained by brushing out suspicious sand, but there's another block called suspicious gravel. Suspicious gravel can be found in cold ocean ruins and a new structure, the trail ruin. The trail ruin might not be the easiest structure to spot because I was really unlucky. It is a underground buried structure, and yeah, I need to do a little bit of digging. But we can find suspicious gravel in here. When we dig up suspicious gravel, we have a chance of getting pottery shards or just random dye. This is a loot table for suspicious gravel. Let's see if I can get some interesting stuff, but I don't think so. It looks like this is a staircase and we need to dig through that gravel and dirt, and we have some terracotta things. It is also possible to find armor trims. We'll get to armor trims in a minute. When we go into spectator mode, there is nothing really to see, but we can still replace stone, and this is how the structure looks like. There's a big tower and then there are some rooms. Everything is full of gravel, dirt, mud, bricks and so on. It is a random and weird looking structure. If you want some cool items including pottery shirts and armor trims, this might be for you. 4 armor trims and 7 pottery shirts can be found here. Whoa, where are we? We are in the new cherry grove biome. The primary characteristic of this new biome are the cherry trees. They have vibrant pink leaves that shed petal particles, as you can see. Everything is included in this wood set like any other wood set, like boats, signs and just normal blocks. They also make a slightly different sound. The trees can be harvested to obtain cherry logs, and the cherry trees function like any other normal wood set, just in pink. Pink petals are also a thing. Pink petals can be broken with your bare hand, so no tool is required. When placing more petals inside one, it will increase by 1, just like candles. And bone meal can be used in them too. When full, it will just drop. Starting with the new mobs of this update, the camel. They only spawn in desert villages, typically in the middle of them, but the interesting thing is that 2 players can ride camels at the same time. Equip a camel with a saddle using right click and 2 players can hop on. And now it gets OP, zombies and other mobs can't reach you from there. Skeletons are still able to reach you, but other mobs like zombies and husks not. While we are talking about riding them, you are also able to make a dash or eat, whatever you wanna call it. It literally says that in the subtitles. Interesting technique, you can jump really far. Remember that they are passive mobs and do not attack anything and will not respawn. Before we go on to the next mob, I just wanted to let you know that you can subscribe to my channel if you like my content, and you can still unsubscribe at any time if you don't like it anymore. The second mob on our list is the sniffer, an ancient mob that sniffs and digs out seeds. Sniffers spawn by hatching from sniffer eggs, and these eggs can only be found when you brush them out in suspicious sand found in warm ocean ruins. And the sniffer eggs can be placed down and hatch in 20 minutes, but they will only take 10 minutes when they are on moss blocks, so another use for them. Perfect. When a sniffer sniffs, it can dig out torchflower seeds and pitcher pods. The pitcher pod is this brown thing here. And sniffers have an 8-minute cooldown, so after the 8-minute cooldown they will be able to dig again. Both of these plants, I guess, can be planted on farmland and be grown into new flowers. They look really cool, but do not emit any light, so no light for you. And sniffers can be bred with torchflower seeds. right click with torchflower seeds on grown up sniffers and it will drop a sniffer egg. This is another way to get a sniffer egg. Out of the sniffer egg, a snifflet will spawn. A snifflet is basically the baby version of the sniffer. It is really cute. New items have also arrived. Armor trims let you customize every piece of armor with materials using smithing templates in many combinations. There are 17 new smithing templates, all with different names, where one is a smithing template for upgrading netherite. More on that in a moment. The smithing table also received an overhaul in terms of functionality. When we take a look at it, there are new slots for us to insert items. The first slot is for the smithing template. The armor trim is for the style, which we want to use for the armor. When we put it in, the icons also change, including this animation. The second slot is used for the armor that we would like to be customized, in my case iron armor. And the third slot is for the material that should be on top of the armor. I will use emerald. And there we go, we have a new customized armor. And this is how I look like, basically emerald armor. For the other parts I have used amethyst shards. This is a list of the materials we can use to change the color. Just to demonstrate it a little further, look at this, there are even more customization options. There are a lot of possibilities you can use this for. When you look at this, do you have any favorite? Let me know in the comments. Though please keep in mind that this is just decorative and will not make your armor any stronger. Armor trims cannot be crafted and are instead found, however they can be duplicated using diamonds and the block that is displayed in the icon. They can be found on these structures, pause now if you want, and the tight armor trim can get dropped by Elder Guardians with a 20% chance. Netherite received an update. The way you make netherite armor has been updated and is now more difficult. Like I hinted before, you will now need the netherite upgrade smithing template to upgrade to netherite. They are only found in bastion remnants, only one in each chest. If you would like to duplicate your template, you can do so with 7 diamonds, 1 netherrack and your upgrade template. To upgrade to netherite, it's like before, just put in your armor, your netherite ingot, but you will need your upgrade template, and there you go, you have yourself netherite armor. And don't forget to mention that the netherite upgrade template will be used after you have upgraded, so either find new ones or duplicate yours. Let's go over to the new blocks of this update. This is the bamboo wood set, where most of the blocks are yellow, except for the lock. That is the block of bamboo, which is basically the lock just like any other normal lock, out of which we can craft more things like bamboo planks. To craft the green block of bamboo, we can use 9 bamboo in a crafting table and we will get the block of bamboo, out of which we can craft more planks or whatever. So basically we can craft all of these other blocks too. This is the stripped version of the bamboo block, so we can right click with an axe on the lock block and we will get the stripped version. And this right here is another variant of the normal bamboo plank. This is the bamboo mosaic block. We can use this to craft stairs or slabs. To get this bamboo mosaic block we will need to use slabs, the bamboo slabs like this, and we will get the bamboo mosaic block, which we can use to craft other things like slabs or stairs. Here we have the fences, here we have the trapdoor, door, slab, button and signs. We will come to this later. And this is the bamboo raft. Basically another version of the boat, so let's go to the water. And here we are, this is the bamboo raft. There's also the bamboo raft with chest. So just like a boat we can open the chest with E or with shift right click and there we go, bamboo raft. Hanging signs. I just talked about them. Hanging signs are a new type of sign that can be crafted with any type of stripped logs and 2 chains. Then I will get 6 hanging signs. Hanging signs can hang from the side of a block, from the top of a block, and from the top of a narrow block, like a fence. Oops. There are little chains as you can see, and depending on where the sign hangs, for example on the side of a block or from the top of a block, it will display a different chain. And this sign looks empty. That's because nothing was written on it. Normally you would have to break the sign, but now you can right click and edit anything you would like. So I've just written a text, I can make it glowy and dye it, and I can just edit it. And the best part is that I can go to the back of the sign and write something else. Hey, this also works for hanging signs, so I can type hello. If the sign should not be edited anymore, just right click with honeycomb and then the sign cannot be edited anymore. There you go. Though because hanging signs are a little smaller than normal signs, less text can be written on hanging signs, so that's the downside. The chiseled bookshelf can store up to 6 normal books, enchanted books or written books or just book and quilts, depending on what you like. The chiseled bookshelf is a really good container for example, enchanted books if you don't like storing them in chests. The chiseled bookshelf can be crafted like this, just with normal planks and slabs. And I would say it counts as a new redstone block because you can use a redstone comparator with it. And don't forget to mention it is also in the redstone blocks tab in the creative inventory. So what do I mean by that? Depending on the last slot you interact with, it will output a different signal strings from the slot number. So for example, I'm putting a book in the second slot. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is slot 2 and it will give me a redstone signal of 2. Let's put a book in slot 5 and it will give out a signal strength of 5. Slot 6 is signal strength 6. Slot 1 will go to signal strength 1 and so on. For example, slot 3 will be slot 3. I think you get the point here, right? So the chiseled bookshelf is not only a storage block for our books, it is also a good block for redstone, for example when you want to make a hidden base. Chiseled bookshelves work also really well with hoppers and droppers. For example, I have a dropper right here. When I drop a book on top, it will just insert it. You can also place a hopper below it and it will just put the book inside the hopper. You can also do that for the 6 and it will instantly go into the hopper. When there's no hopper, just like that, it will be put into the bookshelf in order. And the same goes for the dropper. I have some books in here. Let's press a button and it will insert the books. So to be short, this is not only a decorative or a storage container block, it is also a really useful redstone block. And a new music disc is now in game. It is called Relic and made by Aaron Sharoff. The new disc can only be obtained when brushing suspicious gravel within trail ruins, the new structure I showed earlier. It has a comparator output signal strength of 14 when in a jukebox. I don't know if it's copyrighted, so I muted it. While we are talking about the new disc, there are also 4 new music tracks in game. This is a new variant of the normal skulk sensor which allows you to filter vibrations, also known as calibrated skulk sensor. The calibrated skulk sensor can only be crafted with 1 skulk sensor and 3 amethyst shards in a crafting table. It may be complicated at first, and it is, but basically you are able to choose when the calibrated skulk sensor should activate, and that depending on the signal strength from redstone. One side of the calibrated skulk sensor can receive a redstone signal as an input, which is right here. For example, you can make a door that only opens when you eat, depending on the frequency level that by the way has also changed. So in my case I'm just running around and as you can see the power is 1, but when I eat something the redstone power signal will go to 8. You can get really creative with this is really cool. And then there is a new behavior called vibration resonance. What it will let you do is re-emit a separate vibration. In short, you can transfer these vibrations to make wireless redstone. For this we need to place an amethyst block next to a normal skulk sensor, and I did the same here, and I could repeat this for example here. And as you can see when I walk, then there are little vibrations that are moving because this is a new wireless redstone. And in combination with the calibrated skulk sensor, you can get really creative with this. I am not a pro at this, but if you want, I can make a dedicated video to this calibrated skulk sensor and vibration resonance. Let me know if you want that. With a new Minecraft update there are also new advancements. To be exact, 8 new advancements have made it to the game. The first one is smells interesting. You need to obtain a sniffer egg. You can get a sniffer egg by brushing out suspicious sand in warm ocean ruins or by breeding 2 sniffers together. For the next one you need to feed a snifflet, a baby sniffer, with torchflower seeds. For planting the path you need to plant torchflower seeds or the new pitcher pot. And now a challenging advancement. For smithing with style, you will need to apply these smithing templates at least once. Spire, Snout, Rip, Ward, Silence, Vex, Tide and Wayfinder. I have them here and they need to be applied to any type of armor with any material. And in fact it is a challenging advancement because you will need to find all of these missing templates. For example, to get the Tide armor trim, you will need to kill an Elder Guardian, or to get the Ward armor trim, you will need to visit and loot an ancient city. For respecting the remnant, brush any suspicious block to obtain a pottery shard. This can be suspicious sand as well as suspicious gravel. Careful restoration has to do with crafting a decorated pot using pottery shards. To get the Power of Books advancement, place a redstone comparator behind a chiseled bookshelf. There is now a new mob head in Minecraft. You are now able to get the piglin head if piglins get killed by a charged creeper. Mob heads can make sound. Just place them above a note block and right click. Works with every mob except for Steve. Would be cool if they implemented the oof sound. And now a change that will probably make you happy. You can now dye any colored bed, carpet or wool to any other color. As you can see, I can dye this color. I can finally make red beds out of already green beds. Isn't that cool? It works with any carpet, any color. Already colored wool, carpets or beds can now be dyed in any other color. And you can now use hoppers to put music discs into jukeboxes. Cool. If you're planning on playing on your existing world, make sure to optimize it first, because in 1.20 the lighting engine has been remade, which should give you more FPS. In Java Edition, select your preferred world, click on Edit. In here I would recommend making a backup first, just in case, and then optimize. Depending on your world size, it may take a bit, but should give you more FPS at the end. And with every new Minecraft update there is also a new panorama. And an important reminder for you, your Minecraft account could get deleted. Some time ago, Minecraft announced that they will be migrating from Mojang accounts to Microsoft accounts, giving players a free cape, access to Bedrock Edition, but at the end they want more account safety, including two-factor authentication. So last recall, on September 19th, all unmigrated Minecraft accounts will get deleted. To keep your Minecraft account, make sure to transform from Mojang to Microsoft.